Hello everybody, welcome to the latest installment of Science of the Storm. This episode will be entirely dedicated to the newest hero to be released in Heroes of the Storm, the fan favorite Kael'thas Sunstrider. There is a lot to talk about and not so much time, so without any further ado, let's get started. We'll start off with something that isn't really science related, but it's fun nonetheless. On Heroes of the Storm's main page, you will see a star slightly brighter than the rest. Clicking on it will make another similar star appear, which will trigger another one. Clicking all of them will reveal an Easter egg. Krabby, aka Mr. Pincer, is there, and apparently he wants to help us on our Easter egg hunt. Moving on to more serious topics, our first question comes in from Did It Matter, and he asks, can you explain how the Sunfury enchantment talent works? The talent description does indeed have some curious wording that left me doubtful as well, so I went into deep testing mode for it. The talent reads, activating Verdant spheres will cause your next basic attack to instead shoot a spell dealing X amount of damage. With this description, at first I thought that it would expand the Verdant spheres either on an empowered spell or on a basic attack, but this is not the case. As you can see, I got off both the empowered spell and the empowered auto with only one Verdant spheres charged. This rose another couple of questions into my mind, but before tackling them I need to point out a couple of things about Verdant spheres. First of all, activating the trait will not dismount Kael'thas, meaning that he can cast it while mounted to prepare some burst. Secondly, Kael is able to hold the charge for as long as he wants, since the charge will not time out and will only be expended on his next spell cast. But what if I spend the charge on a spell? Will Kael still cast an empowered auto? And as you can see from the clip in the background, the answer is yes. With this in mind, I wondered if he was able to chain two empowered autos back to back, since it looked like I was able to gain the bonus damage even when the cooldown on the trait was over. And once again, yes, he can double cast an empowered auto attack. Wanting more answers, I wanted to see if I could double stack two empowered basic attacks by not using an enchantment charge and casting Verdant spheres again. And this time the answer is no, the new cast will override the old one. Changing topic, this one comes in from Cops and he asks, can Kael'thas actually perma-stun people? He is referring to his own theorycrafting of the talent setup you can see on the screen. This is going to get complicated, but I'll try my best to explain it as clearly as possible. In theory, it works as follows. Cast Flame Strike on 3 targets to apply Living Bomb to them, then hit them with an empowered Gravity Lapse that will immediately reset the cooldown on your Verdant spheres. Living Bomb ticks would have reduced the cooldown on your Gravity Lapse to 0 thanks to Pyromaniac. Hit your target with another empowered Gravity Lapse and reapply Living Bomb to them with another Flame Strike. Rinse and repeat. I tried my best to recreate this, but it was not an easy task. Even when executed perfectly, which requires a lot of practice, the targets will have roughly half a second of free time between the stuns given to them by the travel time of Gravity Lapse, which was not factored into the equation. In theory, it is possible to stunlock 3 targets for as long as you have mana or they die, but in practice it is so hard and situational and requires perfect no-lag conditions that I find it unpractical. Pretty cool nonetheless though. Good find, Cops! And now for the big one, the mother of all, the elephant in the room. Pretty much all of you have been asking the same questions and they are a lot, so I will try to answer them as quickly and clearly as I can. Ready? Go! Can you dodge Pyroblast by ducking into the mines? Yes, going into the mines while Pyro is chasing you will cancel the cast, it also works while moving out of them. Will Pyroblast stop chasing you if you go into stealth? No, it will still chase you. Will Sylvana's Haunting Wave cancel the cast? Only if she waves out of range while it is being cast, otherwise Pyro will always finish the cast and hit her, even if she goes into stealth. Does Pyroblast follow Zeratul through the wormhole? Yes, Pyroblast will follow Zeratul through the wormhole, even bending its path accordingly. Will Pyroblast follow Falstad as he flies away? Yes, Pyroblast will still follow Falstad as he flies away and will even speed up to reach him. Will it follow Abathur as he deep tunnels across the map? No, it will not follow Abathur if he deep tunnels too far away. Same thing goes for Earthstoning players. Will Pyro still do splash damage even if its target is in a Void Prison? Yes, but only on targets that are not affected by the Void Prison. The same principle applies to Ice Block as well. Will Pyroblast still follow a player that's entering the Dragon Knight? No, it will simply disappear. Will it follow a Viking that's entering a Longboat? It won't either, once again it will disappear. Will it still do splash damage if the Vikings jump it? Yes, other targets will still receive the splash damage. Can Illidan avoid the damage by casting Metamorphosis? Only if timed correctly, if not, the bow will change direction to find him. And finally, can you move the Phoenix in and out of the mines? Wait, what? What is a Phoenix question doing here? Who does even pick Phoenix? Anyway, no, you cannot move the Phoenix nor in nor out of the mines, and you can reposition it only once per cast. This concludes this week's episode of Science of the Storm. As usual, you can find the link where you can submit your questions on the screen and in the description box below. I am SunGlare, the Italian gamer, signing out. Thanks for watching!